freezing works. It's now an official Dunedin suburb, as well as being the fastest growing part of the city. Spot some tracks cut to the hillside below us there, and they're cut by our maintenance crew to get access to the pylons that hold up the viaduct for the regular maintenance.
So look out that side and that way.
Now down in the valley below us. Some of you might be wondering what the smoking chimneys of the railway worked here. The workers who constructed the Wingatui Viaduct resided here, but it was also a notorious place along the entire rail line, as it was the abode of the bulk of the sly grog or illegal alcohol selling. House and grounds in excellent condition, now 5 generations of the same family. To reach the house, family walk through the tunnel, a small trolley which fits onto tracks. Now as we go round the corner here, you get more good views of the river below us, and you'll also see it looks pretty peaceful today, but like all rivers it can flood. It's got a huge catchment area in the Maniapoto part of the Central Otago area, about 100 kilometres north of here. And in the past 100 years, there have been 3 major floods through this area, in 1980, 93, and the last big one in 2017. During the 2017 flood, the railway line suffered significant damage. Forestry slash or debris from recent logging activities washing down the hills, blocking culverts and causing washouts as part of the track formation. During the Great Flood of 1980, the water was almost lapping the track along the section. On that occasion, there were 50 different hillside slips onto the line between Wingatui and Hindon in the lower gorge alone. The train was stranded behind a large. On Sunday mornings, there'd be church services at Mount Allen with a Presbyterian minister coming in by train or horse. The services were held in the blacksmith's premises or in different stores, which would be cleared out with trestles and planks brought in for seating. If the weather was fine, services would actually be held out in the open air. So a few days later, the railway company sent out assessors to work out how to salvage the cargo. They found there wasn't a single bottle of beer remaining. Needless to say, no one had any knowledge of what happened to the beer. But it was said there were some very happy railway workers in the area for some months afterwards.
We were going to make a stop when everyone can get out. The walk will only take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but you have a wonderful view. Once you go across the bridge, you hop on the other side, then the train will come across the bridge. So you can photograph the train as it's crossing the bridge. Yeah, and then you get back on the train and keep going.
Now the patches of shrubland along here after the last steam train ran through here in 1969. The trains would stop on the first side of the bridge for water, then cross it to stop at the passenger halt sign you can see over on the other side there, ahead of us on the left. That was a popular picnic spot. There were paths down the bank to beach areas below. Families would get off the train here, have a picnic down below and board a later train, either going through to Central Otago or back down to Dunedin. gold up here on Christmas Day, 1863. He was also the last person to take gold of any significance down on the creek, although that hasn't stopped others from trying. Now the stonework on bridges in this gorge, like at Christmas Creek, was expertly crafted by stonework. You'll see the original Graham homestead of Arniki Station, now used as farm workers' accommodation. And on the right, you'll notice the road going up the side of the hill that accesses a couple of sheep stations, Lamb Hill and Silver Peaks. And we're just starting to cross over the Taieri River itself at the moment, and that's the only time we cross over at this bridge here, also of course on the return journey.
In with a sledgehammer. As you can imagine, great would have been your fellow workers' accuracy with a sledgehammer. Some of these holes can be seen in the rock face today, going 3 to 4 meters deep. The loose stone you see at the bottom of these slopes is the rock that was cut out and